Thank you for welcoming me at Rostov-on-Don. My name is Pascal de Rocha. I am here at Rostov because the university invited me to come, present a masterclass in mediation, and also present a book that the university actually translated. So I'm very happy that we are able to do that here while in Rostov-on-Don. And at the same time, I also meet with university officials speaking about potential cooperation in the field of mediation, international affairs. For this masterclass in mediation, we had the chance to have a wide array of students. So some of them have an international relations background, others have more of a psychological background. So in that sense, they came with a diverse array of experiences and knowledge, but they were highly motivated. The questions they're asking are on point, so that shows me that they're actually very professional, passionate about their studies, and they're eager to learn in terms of what we see in the masterclass. They are very involved, very engaged. They love the reading, and they love interaction with the instructor as well. For sure, when you encounter students in different settings, there might be differences. From my experience, especially in the last years, classrooms are more diverse than before. So you have students, whether you're in France, in Germany, in Russia, in the US, classrooms are very diverse in terms of where students come from, in terms of their backgrounds. If you find them at the bachelor's or the undergrad level, then you may see that there need to be more some conceptual background, but as soon as they become a master's or PhD level, then their background is much more precise and much more on point. So in that sense, being here or in France, I could not see much distinction. I would say all the students that then go for these classes are very high-level students, very sophisticated understanding, and very nuanced. In that sense, I don't see any distinction in terms of the learning or thinking skills between here or other countries. For sure, if you are in some of the Western countries that have applied a more what we call flipped classroom learning, where the responsibility of learning is with the students, you can see that there is a higher interaction and that the teacher becomes more of somebody who guides a discussion rather than have a lecture where knowledge is imparted by traditional lecturing. In that sense, you can see that in some cultures, that understanding that the teacher is right and knows everything is still pronounced, but at the same time I can see as well in the last 5 or 6 years that there has been changes throughout. So whether or not I am in Japan, where sometimes I also run classes, in China, in Russia, or in France or the US, at that level standards are pretty high, and all the teachers have applied new learning, and so the students also are able and more willing to engage with this type of new approach. A core skill for a mediator is to be able to listen to the other side. We call this active listening or listening effectively. That means you are not just hearing what the side says, but you're really listening to gain perspective, to communicate, to understand where they come from. Because a key skill for a mediator is then to change perspective, to change how parties frame an issue and try to provide some help and assistance in how to resolve the issue. So active listening is certainly a core key skill that you have to apply as a mediator. Yes, glad you're asking. Now, this book, the first time came around 2 years ago, and it reconvenes all the experiences that I have had as a practitioner mediator, and it allows students, practitioners to learn a hands-on approach to mediation. So it gives you a step-by-step approach to political mediation, and it has a case study on Sudan. So we're able then to bridge those conceptual and the practice. And in that sense, I'm very happy and privileged that then the book was translated by the Southern University of Rostov into Russian, because I realized that there are certain areas where you don't have much of that information available, and Russia was certainly one of these. The other versions available, apart from English, are also in French and Portuguese. Спасибо. Спасибо.